Here are a few things I bet you don't know about pregnancy. Third trimester. You see anxiety. You thought you were anxious before you found out you were pregnant and all that. Third trimester comes with its own load of anxiety. You'll be anxious that the baby can come too early or too late. The anxiety that, oh, what if the baby, something is wrong with the baby? See, there's a whole lot going on in that third trimester that there's no peace. Another thing, like the way you'll be so uncomfortable with everything. You'll be uncomfortable to sit down. There's no comfort to sleep. There's no comfort to anything. Even when you eat, there's a limit you can go. Third trimester will show you shaggy. You thought first trimester was bad. Third trimester is crazier. It's badder. It's baddest. I don't blame women that say they find first trimester hard, because there are some women that legit threw up throughout the entire first trimester. I don't wish that on anybody, honestly. Another thing in third trimester that almost took my life, apart from insomnia, is the pressure. Coming back to insomnia, you see the pressure. The way I explained it then when I was pregnant was, the baby feels like it's pressing on my down there, like it's about to fall down. And mind you, I've had other kids before and the pressure was not this bad. I went to the hospital. See, the moment I clocked 34, 35 weeks, I was going to the hospital every week. And at some point, I felt like the doctors or the nurses, they got tired of me. Because they were like, Madam, this is not your first child. Why are you coming every time? At 35 weeks, when I went in, they checked me. The doctor said, yes, you are like 2 centimeters dilated, but it's because you have had other kids. And no, the baby cannot fall down. Tell me why a week later I came back again. Because legit, I felt like this baby was going to come down. And the back-to-back contractions I was having, I think they were called Braxton eggs. They dealt with me. Braxton eggs, that third trimester Braxton eggs, they dealt with me. It felt like I was in labor every single 24 hours. At some point, I had to be documenting. I was using contraction timers. Then after like 5 hours of contracting back to back, it just fizzes out. And then I'm like, I'm not in labor after all. Well, I went to the hospital a couple of times. It doesn't matter whether you're a first-time mom or a third-time mom or a fourth-time mom. There are some things that are just so different about pregnancies. Believe me. Another thing that almost took my life was insomnia. I could barely sleep. RIP to my sleep. And I still have bad insomnia right now, even though I'm postpartum. It's crazy. Insomnia messes with your head. I could remember the first few weeks after I had the baby, I was in tears every single day because the baby was not sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. Even when the baby was sleeping, I still was not able to sleep. It was a whole lot. Yes, I had help, but it was mad. Another thing about the third trimester I bet you didn't know about is that you have lots of appetite. Lots of appetite. It was real for me, maybe for me. Because tell me why, I'll feel so hungry, and then when I see the food, I can't eat it. In that third trimester, I was just eating to survive. You know, when you're just eating because everybody will complain that you're not eating. That was why I was eating. See, it was crazy. Another thing I bet you didn't know about in third trimester is the amount of wee you are going to be. You're going to be, oh. First trimester was joke. Second trimester was joke. But you see that third trimester, I think I went to the toilet in the middle of the night 500 million times before. And mind you, I also had insomnia. I was not sleeping. Do you know, there was a day I actually questioned the fact that, will anybody notice if I be on the bed? Because I've gone to the toilet like 10 times prior to that. And I'm just like, will my husband even notice? Another thing that almost took me was sleeping positions. I don't know why anytime I wake up, I end up on my back. Because I felt like I could not breathe. Anytime I sleep on my right, I could not breathe because the baby weight. And that's another thing that almost took me. Like, I didn't believe how heavy the baby weight was. See, if you are a big-chested girl, if you are a big uku person, you're going to have problem with baby weight because your body is already heavy as it is, and then the baby weight now adds to it. Like, it will slow you down from walking. You'll be waddling. Everything will just be happening to you in that third trimester. So if you're pregnant at third trimester, well done. You are doing the Lord's work. You are doing so well. If you are not able to eat, if you are not able to sleep, if you are eating too much, if you're please do it with your full chest. Don't let anybody shame you for whatever you're not doing. Because I heard that some women, they are being shamed for being lazy in their third trimester. They're not being lazy. Do you know what it means to be growing a whole full human being? I'm sure you don't know that. Well, hope you have learned 18 or 2 today. See you guys on the next one. Bye.